Good evening. Welcome to tonight's installment of the Ball. This is your girl, Lindsay. Tonight's Formula 51 is back. And I had a little hiatus, but, life happening, good things are happening in my realm and just life, period. So I'm honored to be back on air to bring y'all, another informative, deep, good show. Tonight is unorthodox. I always say that word unorthodox because, I try to be a little bit different with what it is that we do over here. I'm waiting for my partner and my co-host, Kev Battle to call in. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Tonight's unorthodox because tonight is kind of a recap show, but also just a building session in regards to what's going on. Recent events in battle rap. We're going to talk a little bit about life, a little bit about hip-hop, just overall just just a well-rounded building session, so, it's no guest. Well, it is a special guest tonight, actually, two special guests tonight. I got Charmaine calling it, Twitter handle, a.k.a. SheLuvBattlRap. I love this woman. I think she's awesome. She's somebody that's building a brand for herself. She cross-promotes. She's very positive. She's from Queens, too. So, and she's very knowledgeable about battle rap. So, that's what's up. And then I got Mr. I'm in the building. He calling in. He got a recap. I'm going to question him. We're going to ask questions about, him being in attendance at the URL event that happened last weekend. So, it's an honor to hear another native New Yorker. These are two New Yorkers that actually relocated to other states, but they native New Yorkers, and it is what it is. So, it's an honor to have them on, peers in this realm, to build and talk about that. So, it's an honor. Matter of fact, I got these people on deck now. I got my PR, but let me bring one of the guests of honor of the night on the air right now. Hold on now. Peace and blessings, Queen. I know this is you.
You know.
What's goody, Queen? How you doing?
Staying blessed and out the way is how you got to do it.
Okay, everything's good. And it's an honor to have you on my show, even though you were already on the show once before, the show that we did with Swave 7, the third time Swave was on. And a lot of people was like, yo, who was Shorty that was on? She was talking that shit, especially my co-host Kev. He was definitely, inquiring about you. So it's definitely an honor to have you on again. I got my PR on the line. All right, we're going to build and we're going to do what we do. Before I bring my PR on, I like to I'm very protective of him and just people, that's in, or whatever the case may be. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to my bestie. I love you with all my heart. Shout out to everybody in New York. Shout out to everybody from Queens. Shout out to the Nation of Gods and Earth. Right? Shout out to the Nation of Gods and Earth. Because of y'all, I'm strong. So we just have to go build into it. So being that, even though when you called on the show with Slave, it was, your first time, on, but, I put you on and you made this impact. So I'm gonna treat you like I treat all my guests on. So I'm gonna have some core questions for you. But before I even get into that, I have a few things I want to say, if you don't mind, in regards to just a lot of things. First off,
do your thing.
I'm very honored to do what it is that I do. Me and Kev, we are very honored. We've had, shout out to, the inauguration of the Bardar YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody that subscribed. Shout out to just in over a little over 2 weeks, all views combined is over 1,000. So shout out to everybody that watch and listen to my interviews and me and Kev's interviews and things like that. So shout out, and I appreciate every single person that has subscribed and just likes to listen to the interview. So I'm honored about that. Two, I also wanted to say briefly, without getting, too petty at the time I live. At the end of the day, the Bardar is the Bardar. I started it off, because it was more than 140 characters I wanted to talk about in regards to just battle rap and just hip-hop. Now, it's a lot of things that I see and peep that I do not like, period. I cross-promote people that I see that are good people, humbly, and good people and that are passionate and that are, you know what I'm saying, ready to is passionate about what they do. I do not support trolls. I do not support people who are weird. I do not support people that hate on women and on me and don't even know me. At the end of the day,
right.
It's not cutting me no checks. It's not doing anything for me. You know what I'm saying? But getting me more views, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to every troll that has called up my motherfucking show. Shout out to everybody who feels that they somebody, but in all actuality, you got beat up and stuffed in lockers when you was in high school. Shout out to every female that I ever embraced that I felt that was cool, but y'all corny this battle rap because y'all sitting on niggas' laps. It is what it is. I'm saying it because this is my show, and I can say what the fuck I want. Now that I got that off the air. Oh, shout out to everybody. Wait a minute, another thing. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, as far as about shout. I'm going to shout this person out because of them, you know what I'm saying, the essence of hip-hop for me is back in my blood. And that's shout out Ag the Coroner. Yo, I love Ag the Coroner's project. I love the interview that we did. I love, you know what I'm saying, just what it is that he do. Shout out to him and his camp over there. Shout out Jazz. Shout out Rock Marshall. Shout out all of them over there that's doing big things for New York hip-hop and just hip-hop overall. So we're going to get that out the way. Now, back to you, Queen. This is your first time on my show. So I'm going to ask you a core question. When did you fall in love with, you know, just hip-hop, or I'm going to just say bars, you know what I'm saying, just bars, period?
I think that's unfair to ask me because I'm an 80s baby and I'm from Queens. So just the era, I mean, right, cause just the time that I grew up in, I got to have what I feel like is the full essence of hip-hop. It went from, you know, the DJ and the MC. It evolved from that to the MCs and the beats. It changed from the beats to the remakes. And I mean, so I fell in, when I was like 4, I fell in love with hip-hop. I was always in choir. I always sang, but it was the fact that I wasn't allowed. Like, my grandma didn't play that. I don't know about everybody's grandma. I had a real grandma. She was like 50 when she was raising me. So she didn't play that, listening to my aunt's music and my brother's. Like, I was the only girl. I was, you know what I'm saying? So certain things she tried to keep me from that I just loved. So eventually, my grandmother, by the time I was in the 4th grade, we went to an LL Cool J concert. So I won her over. You know what I mean? So that's like all my life, ever since I can remember rocking the bells.
Okay.
For real.
Right.
And for battle rap, I guess I'll...
Go ahead, Queen.
As far as battle rap goes, I guess for me, it's more of a sport. I like it because it's a battle of the mind. I like to see that. It shows a lot more skill to be able to be so versatile. It's different from being a regular MC or a recording artist that repeats the same thing over and over and over again. That's why I think originality is so real. So battle rap, I could say probably around 13, I was kind of like, you know, I started digging the scene, the mooks and everybody, you know, the Smack DVDs and all of that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think that, you know, just, you know, for me, it's, it's kind of like the same, you know what I'm saying, backdrop because, you know, from Queens, you know, being from Queens, just period. You know, I'm from Southside and you're from Astoria, so just being from Queens, period, because, you know, out in Astoria, Corona, you know, you had your G-Rap and, you know, G-Rap is heavy, you know, just heavy. But, you know, I think that, you know, we got ushered into just, you know, falling in love with hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, just based on experience. You know, you have a lot of people who have acquired, you know what I'm saying, a love for hip-hop, but it's different to actually, you know, experience it firsthand. You know, your parks, going to your parks, your block parties, and being and watching ciphers and watching, you know what I'm saying, people who started off young and then they blow up and you're like, yo, I just seen him like last year at the park and look at him now or look at her now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the essence of people do not understand the dynamic of being from Queens, period, and the influence, the heavy influence that hip-hop has. For me, it's a thing of beauty. So just shout out to you being from Queens and then being a queen and just being beautiful and just a wholesome, you know what I'm saying, humble, positive person, period. But the next question I'm going to ask you is 5 hip-hop albums that you could think of that would be the soundtrack to your life now? You know what I'm saying? Any albums, but just a soundtrack to your life.
What's the 411? You want to hit? Well, I mean, it's Mary J. Blige, so I gotta say
it could be any album, just 5 hip hop albums. Yeah, so 5 albums.
5 albums. Okay, well, yes. What's the 411? Mary J. Blige. It Was Written and Still Matters. That's 2 separate ones. That does not need to be for one of them. That could be 2 and 3. I'm going to need, just because it's in me, I'm going to need that Toni Braxton with the 7 whole days on it. I can't remember which album that was, but I'm going to need that. It was Toni Braxton.
It was her self-titled album, Toni Braxton.
A leather jacket on and that white tank top and them blue jeans.
Yes.
Right. Okay. If I can have one more, it would be Mary Mary, because, you know, you got to stay balanced. You got to keep, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay balanced. So anything Mary Mary, I make sure that I'm a well-rounded person. So sometimes I catch myself after I bounce too hard. You know, I got to still pray.
Right. Okay, hold on one second. I got my co-host calling in. Hold on, bringing him online. This is everybody. This is my partner. This is Kev Battle.
What's going on, Kev?
Yo.
What's good? What's good?
What's good?
Greetings out in Oakland. What's good, partner?
Man, you know, part of my being late, life got in the way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here. We rocking. What's happening?
Right.
You know
what I missed. She was in full flight when I just called in. What I missed.
You know, hitting her with the 2 core questions, the core questions that I asked, you know what I'm saying, guests that come on. The first one about when you fall in love with bars, and the second one, 5 albums, the soundtrack to your life. So, you know, you build on. You got anything you want to ask her?
No, go ahead. I just was hearing the Toni Braxton with the jeans and the shirt and the, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what I had missed, you know what I'm saying? So, no, we good. Go ahead and keep rocking. I chime in where I can, but that's what I called up. I'm like, oh, damn, but I missed. So, yeah, go ahead, man.
I just want to know, everybody, Kev, I love Kev. Kev is somebody that the chemistry is natural with him. Me and him, he represents, you know what I'm saying, West Coast, but he represents hip-hop, just battle rap, period. Very knowledgeable, this man. We be just fooling. We go back and forth. I wouldn't have it any other way to have him as my co-host as it should be. So shout out to Kev. That's my nigga.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Okay, so I was going to ask this question later, but I might as well just to usher it in. Okay, for me, for me, a lot of people mistake, you know what I'm saying, or have this assumption that battle rap started with Smack, you know what I'm saying, the Smack DVD era, you know what I'm saying. I coined that the re-emergence of it because battle rap, as far as documenting battles on cam, they get that credit, but battle rap started way before that, you know what I'm saying. But in my the question I want to ask you is, you mentioned, coming in with the mooks and things like that. So at that time, what was your okay, I'm not gonna say what was your favorite battle, but if you can name one battle, you know what I'm saying, people, if I ask you, you know what I'm saying, what battle was it that did it for you? What battle at that time when you first started watching was like your favorite battle at that time?
Okay. Man, you taking me back like 18 years. Let me see if I can. Hold on. I know it was Mook. He was outside. That's a lot. That's not bringing it down any. Mm-hmm. My goodness. Who was it against?
You talking about outside by the State Building, J Mills, that battle?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That was at the State Building, 125th. Yeah, that was classic. That was classic.
Right, but but also back then I didn't have. It wasn't so much about each battle, and it wasn't about a battle rapper then for me. I guess I was too young for that to be my point. My thing was the energy, the connection, the bars, and how it made me feel. Like, while I was a female and I couldn't relate to some of the things they were saying for me being a young female, it was like some of the struggles they would talk about, the grinds they would talk about, the things they had to overcome. They had to talk about the I was attracted to. That's how Lux stays in my top 5, because he always spoke something that spoke to me. You know what I mean? So back then for me, it was more of a connection thing. Like, I needed that type of hip-hop. I needed that type of movement. It was almost a stress relief to come and watch people verbally assassinate each other. It was that kind of feeling for me.
Right. Yeah, because, you know, I'm glad you said that, because, you know, it's gotten away from that kind of. Like, you know, you hear the word battle, and you know, for me, it kind of brings it to what I always thought and still think, you know, and when you're battling somebody, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the days of the Legionnaires, you know, regardless of, it's a verbal battle, but you're supposed to battle to the death, you know what I'm saying? And back in them days, you know, it was, for me, you know, I love to see somebody get bodied. That's just me. You know, you don't see that anymore at all. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was, you know, the hunger, you know, niggas was going hard, you know, the passion, the hunger, you know what I'm saying? You've seen a lot more what you would coin bodies and classics compared to now. You know what I'm saying? Like, back then, a lot of battles were classic battles, you know, based on the matchup, based on the skill, based on the passion, the hunger.
The bars, based on the bars, sorry to interrupt, but based on the substance of the battles, you can say it was a classic. There's a lot of things that people call classics that ain't classics.
Right.
They just classic to me. They just classic to these people, or to what I like to call the new fans.
Right. Kev, what you think? Because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, me and you, we think alike. So in regards to just the word classic, you know, and as far as when you started, when you started with the, do you agree or disagree in regards to just the term classic being thrown around loosely and compared to how battles were back then classic, you know, compared to what people consider to be classics now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's a lot of shit that needs defining. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. It's too many terms that is used loosely, but it got different meanings for different people. Like, it got to be a certain criteria. Like, if you look in a dictionary and you go for a certain word, if it has one definition, that's what it is. If not, then they give you the second or the third. You know what I mean? But, like, everybody, they interpret shit wrong. Like, a classic to somebody could be the crowd reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, or how the crowd reacted, or how they got down, or, you know what I mean? Like, they don't listen to bars. They don't, like, I don't know. To be honest, that word is just thrown around too much. And, like, not enough people is paying attention to the, like, you know, the battle the way that they're supposed to. Like, the DOA event, I was watching some of those battles, and I know we was on air, and, you know, there was it was the chick, and Sway was saying that it just didn't have that URL feel. Like, it didn't, you know what I mean? Like, it was watered down. Like it wasn't, they was trying to make it something that it wasn't. And like, the Danger Zone and, what was that, Danger and Remedy? I think, was it that battle? Yeah, they was, like, they first round, it was like, you know what I mean? For people who know bars, they was spitting. They was punching. They was fighting in that first round. But if you left it up to the crowd, it was like, well, what the fuck are they doing? Like, they was getting crickets. Like, it was like, I don't know if that the city was ready, or, you know, that everybody was in tune to battle rap like how you supposed to be, because there was a lot of bars in that battle that wasn't caught. You know what I'm saying? But, like, a lot of people wouldn't feel like that was a good battle, or that was like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I say all the time, it's the league's fault. It's as OGs, it's our fault. It's we all got a hand in the reason that people don't study this shit the way that they supposed to. We got to just take it back to the essence to understand what a classic is. You got to do homework. I ain't going to stop stressing that. Homework to understand what you're doing and knowing, you know, what you're a fan of, instead of being a wagon hopper. That shit is weak, man. That watered down the culture, man. So when a motherfucker understand bars and, like, you know what I mean, what goes on in the battle, what to look for, and what, you know, what determines a classic, then it become different. So yeah, like the words just get thrown around loosely. But I mean, in all honesty, I don't know if everybody's seen that Rum Nitty Av battle. Y'all need to go do that. Them rounds is fire.
Yeah, that I'm sorry. That battle will be a classic. Is it a classic yet? No. Will it be a classic? Yes.
Yes. That's a fight. Y'all want to see a good battle? Av versus Rum Nitty. That's taking it back to I don't give a fuck how much I make. It ain't about who, you know what I mean? This, that, and the other, about a check. It's about, nigga, I'm trying to kill you, and I know you trying to kill me. And we're going to do that shit with these bars and let the fans decide. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Right. For people that don't do their homework, watch that battle. That kind of gives you the feel of how battle rap is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what battle rap is. You know what I mean? So that's a prime example of people taking it back to what this shit is all about. So, yeah, stop saying classic, but that Rum Nitty and Ass, get on that, please.
Right, but see, you know, the queen on the phone is the one you was talking about, Kev. She was the one that was at the DOA event.
My apologies. That's definitely my apology. But I know she was talking that shit that night. You know what I'm saying? I remember her saying that, you know what I mean? She was like, that didn't have that URL feel. That didn't have that. And I was like, man, who is she talking to? She on her game right now. And then the battle started dropping. Oh, my God, that shit was terrible. I was like, oh, she was on point. God,
but you know what? In regards, but you know what? I'm going to just play a little bit of degrees here in connection. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that battle was a classic off the first watch. You know why? Because when I watch battles that's classics, you know what I'm saying, it's a few elements that are involved. Rum Nitty, shout out to Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty actually, in my opinion, has been involved in more than one classic. He had a classic with Danny Myers. He had a classic with Chess, in my opinion, just based on the fight between two, to where you watch it once and you'll say, oh, well, I'll give it to him, and then you watch it again. You know what I'm saying? It could go either way. The fight between both of them, the sweating, and all of that. A lot of people now, as I watched on the timeline after the battle, it was a whole lot of, like, that word preference when it comes to battle rap. I can't stand that fucking word when it comes to battle rap. Because y'all pushing for preference, and then you take it away from the dynamic of the battle. Y'all not gonna make it a classic because you saying just off the fact that you prefer Nitty that he won. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of saying, you know what, I watched it the first time. Oh shit, I felt Nitty won, but then watch it again and be like, well, wait a minute, it could go either way. So shout out to everybody who actually watched it and said it could go either way instead of just pushing, nah, fuck that, Nitty won. And I'm like, huh? Like, okay. Y'all doing too much. So that word preference, I love that word outside of battle rap, but when it comes to battle rap, I can't stand that fucking word, preference and performance. Those are two words that if I could ban them shits myself in battle rap or curse whoever out there use them the wrong way, I would every time. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, shout out to everybody who, shout out to everybody who actually, like I said, judged that battle, you know what I'm saying, and actually gave it the credit that it deserved. So on the first watch, Queen, who did you give the battle to?
I was going to say there's two battles that I watched 4 times apiece, okay?
Mm-hmm. Man, she took the words. I don't even want to cut you off, but you just took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, shout out to the fans, real fans that watch battles more than once. Not watch it one time and make a decision. Like, I can sit up and watch a battle 4 and 5 times before I be like, damn, I done missed that bar too?
Right. That was my thing. So the first battle that I watched 4 times in a row, I'm going to get right back to the Nitty and the Av, was the Grew Easy and the Reaper Rails. I'm just saying, haven't watched that battle, go watch that. But when I first watched, and I waited to watch Rum Nitty and Av because I had just seen Nitty live at the DOA event, so I had waited. Because I thought seeing a person live is different for me to watch them on footage, so I had to get amped to watch it. So when I watched it, when I first time I watch a battle, I don't look at it. All I do is I turn off, I just listen to it, bars, and then I sit down, and it's crazy, and then I watch the battle and I see how it play off, like how much aggression a person uses and woo woo woo. So after the first 2 times, either after listening and watching it, I gave it to Nitty. I'm not saying that Ab did not do his thing. Ab definitely, when I see that this was the best battle I've seen in a long time, and it wasn't live. So for me to see it and be that amped about it, and I was watching it from my couch, it definitely went above par as far as me watching battles in the last 3 months since battles been dropping for 2016. This is Ab and Nitty is definitely in my top 3 battles. Period. But I gave it to Nitty. I felt like after the 4th time watching it, if I was in the building, I would have got screamed off of the bars. Like Ab was hitting. But even Tay-Rock had to fall back into the bushes after the first round. Real talk. He wasn't talking that no more, you're going to have to battle me stuff no more. He wasn't screaming that by the 3rd round. He was back in the cut. So, like, you gotta see that for what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you?
I ain't pick nobody. I ain't picked not a soul. I'm finna watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again in the morning.
That's how you
I ain't
know.
pick
That's
nobody.
how you know.
That's a good battle, man. It's just good.
Right. And, and just, piggybacking off of that and just go and see, for me, like I said, my Twitter handle was Barbara. So at the end of the day, for me, it everything else comes into play after, your bars, because once you strip whatever it is that's extra away, you got to be left with what you come with. You know what I'm saying? So For me, it's about, the bars. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever it is that you do, the epitome of whatever it is that you do as a battler, you have to first and foremost, regardless of how big your name is, you still have to, you understand what I'm saying, let these niggas know that you got them. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's gotten away from that. You know what I'm saying? So watching a battle like that, even the Mike P and Tink the Demon battles, for me, that's borderline. That was a borderline classic based on, you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was a fight with both of them. It's 2 totally different styles, but that don't take away from anything. For me, I like battles like that. 2 different styles, but, Tink had his bars, you know what I'm saying? And Mike P, you know what I'm saying? Just the well-roundedness for him. So, battles for me back in, I'm going to say for me, I'm going to ask y'all a question about that too. For me, in 2010, I'm going to say 2010 for me was when battle rap was at its peak as far as, everything well-rounded. So, you had your battles like your Hitman and your Cortezes. You know what I'm saying? That was a classic. You know what I'm saying? You had Arsenal and Hitman. For me, you know what I'm saying? You had, what was another classic battle? K-Shine and Sue Surf. Crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And back then it was like every event, like Summer Madness 1 and No 1, that was on top of it being the best smack events ever, URL events ever, those was battles that had, every battle damn near was a classic on the card. That's gotten away from that too. We have events now where, you know what I'm saying, it's a big event, and then out of maybe 6 or 7 battles, it's like maybe 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying, that hold, you know what I'm saying, some type of dynamic close to it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I like to when each battle drop, you know what I'm saying, especially No 1. Fuck out of here. Like, every battle on that card was fire. Classic, you know what I'm saying? Quote bars and watch it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all, the difference between, okay, say maybe a 2010, you know what I'm saying, back when, Smack had the time, you know what I mean, the time incorporated to battles now. What's the difference that y'all see? Queen, I'm going to start with you.
There's a lot of differences. It's a lot of differences in who was battling, the styles they was battling in, the effort they put behind it, and like you mentioned beforehand, the hunger that was shown through the type of bars that they brung to the scene. Because if that's what you came to do, that's what you're supposed to be prepared to do. I think the worst thing that could have ever happened in battle rap was $50,000 requests and $200,000 requests. What happened to the love of it? Like, for instance, what is wrong with Murder Mook that asked for such a crazy amount of money that either he would be only performing in front of private parties with enough money to see him, so forget the fans. Like, it seems like no one's doing it to prove that they're the hottest. No one cares. They're good with being called legends and greats and goats. They don't really want to fight for it no more. They don't really feel they have to. They feel like they got whatever position they got. They got the name. They got everybody from the owners down. They got the position that they want. This is what they do. This is how it's going to get ran. And like you said, because it's mine, this is what I'm going to do. So each individual battle rapper feels like they're their own individual brand, and this is what they bring. And then they branch off and they do their own thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're coming back from where you came, or if you're going back to where your fans know you from, there's expectations that your fans have that they don't care to reach because their expectations as far as cash, their deposit hit, so they good. So here are these rounds, or my deposit hit. I'm not even going to write. I'm going to go do all freestyle. So what wrong with the culture is the people inside the culture.
I agree. Cash.
It ain't the fans. That's how the tickets get paid for. That's how VIPs get covered. So it's not the fans.
Yeah, when it comes to the money part of it, it's not, because people want to see, you know what I'm saying, or still, you know what I'm saying, invest in what this is, you know what I'm saying, which is in all actuality, it's a business. It's turned into a business now. I totally agree with the whole thing about the money has changed things. I totally agree about the hunger and everything is not the same. Well, you see with these new up-and-comers, there's a lot of them that, you know, they so passionate about it, they actually don't care. You know what I'm saying? They want to battle because it's their passion. It's what it is. The same hunger that was in these, you know what I'm saying, these quotation mark, these vets, you know what I'm saying, that we listen to. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when the money started, you know, changed everything, like I always say, you know, that blog that was talked about how much such and such was owed, you know, that kind of fucked everything up on top of other things. These new fans disrespect because they don't know their history. Fuck that. And I say it, and I don't care who don't like it. That's my coin phrase. I need to have that shit trademarked. I don't care who don't like it. But yeah, you don't do your history, and then you come on the social media, which is a breeding ground for weirdos, stalkers, niggas who want to push their preference down your throat. And at the end of the day, you being disrespectful to people who know their history. And then when somebody puts you on and put you on spot and on scene about what you don't know, then you mad. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't be mad if the same way it was, you know, as far as history, it's just crack. Everybody, if it was up to everybody, they the motherfucker that discovered how to make crack. So you went back and did your history about how to cook crack. So go back and do your history about what made battle rap what it is that you love, and stop being like anal about shit. That's the shit that pisses me off. Like Kev always say, do your homework. These niggas and these being new fans, I call them post-Lux Calico fans, because they became fans of battle rap after they heard Lux say you're going to get this work, and seeing niggas like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z tweeting and Shaq tweeting you're going to get this work, and then clicked on the link and was like, oh, what's this? But don't know nothing about what happened before that. You understand what I'm saying? And then you on a timeline trying to debate with people. Like, yo, go do your fucking homework. So I totally agree with Queen, with what you're saying in regards to just, you know, the back end of, you know, the passion, the loss for it. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, the fans, the people, I'm not going to say fans, people who support and love and still want battle rap to remain relevant, you know what I'm saying, wind up getting, you know, with the egg on the face. So how do y'all feel about, okay. Queen, I'm going to ask you this.
I was going to say something after that. That's why I don't mind traveling. I don't mind traveling to Atlanta, Michigan, St. Louis to go to a battle, to watch a whole bunch of people I ain't never seen before. Because those people who haven't got their top tier name yet, those people, when they come, they're coming to give you their bars. They're coming to demolish you, because whoever you are, it's like Highlander to them. I'm going to chop your neck off and take your power, and then I'm going to go on to the next one. It's like when people get so far up, they ain't going for the heads no more. That's how I came across Blue Easy. Became a fan of him, seeing him live. G-Main Frost, came across him, seeing him live, but I wouldn't have, because people ain't really putting Southern battle rap in rotation besides like a few folks that really, that's in the South. So I'd rather spend my money going somewhere knowing I'm going to get fresh, new bars, not remix bars or mixtape bars from a brand new person that nobody else might know, but I'm getting everything I want from the experience.
Right. And shout out to No Mercy because he do that. No Mercy been putting on. He's somebody who he has a lot of big names that come to battle at the track, but he put a lot of new niggas on, sometimes without footage. And a lot of these niggas is hot. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of underground battles that do mad views. He got a lot of young, hungry spitters. He has events frequently to showcase these spitters. So shout out to No Mercy. That's funny. Shout out to him. So I agree with what you say. Like, you may have somebody who may start a league somewhere else, and they bring in talent that we see. You know what I'm saying? Like John got the bullpen battle league. They do good down there. You know what I'm saying? But he be bringing. He bring a lot of big names, but he need to have some homegrown talent from Atlanta on his card. You know what I'm saying? He need to. You know, Milton Blow, people give him flack, but he had niggas on spit that was from, you know what I'm saying, homegrown league. You know what I'm saying, talent. You know what I'm saying? Kev, what you think about just you know what I'm saying, the homegrown talent, regardless of where it's at? You know, you feel like it needs to be a more surgeon to that, rather than just somebody starting the league and then it's just all the names that we used to seeing instead of seeing some niggas that's from around way.
No, he really.
I feel like that's the path to longevity. You know what I'm saying? The more doors you can open, the more people that can come through. Like, that's just the way it got to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order for something to keep going, you got to produce talent from all areas. The NBA is diverse. You got players from all over the world, you know what I mean, to come together to create one league of who feel like they're the best. And as long as it's competition every night, no bullshit, then you forever in for a good game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it is, I don't know, man. Developing homegrown talent is like giving opportunities to motherfuckers who, you know, like she said, is hungry. Like, it's just the hunger got to be there. Like, having an appetite changed the whole game. It changes everything, bro, because it's how you present yourself. It's what the crowd see. And as consumers, that's the shit we going after, something fresh, something new. Who finna keep bringing this fire? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you going to get these views, or how you expect me to keep clicking on your name and shit if you doing the same old weak-ass shit? Like, it ain't going, you got to, you know what I mean? You got to change with the time. And that's for the people that been in the game, that develop these names, that's top tier, that's satisfied with their status and all that kind of shit. Like, you got to forever elevate the game. Like, that go all the way back to what y'all was saying about, you know, it's just like motherfuckers get in the game and get what they need and then get out. So if you don't have a true passion for it, then don't do it. Real MCs is needed for battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag that, man. Y'all got Twitter. We need real MCs in battle rap. Just like that.
It's the truth. I just want to touch on something, too. Now, while Bullpen did bring down a lot of the big names for their first one, Genesis, and even for their second one, the Cold War, because I was there for that, they really are pulling talent from a lot of the places or a lot of the leagues, not purposely or not intentionally or to be shady, but a lot of people came out for their tryouts that was Southern Battle Rap. And a lot of people came out for their initiations that just went down this weekend. Like, I wasn't there. I wish I was there, but I couldn't make it to it this time. But they are pulling people that are local talent from that area, from the North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida area. So that's just something you probably see more of because he's working them. He's making sure that they're prepared for situations. What I've appreciated about John is not feeding his team to wolves, though. You feel me? He's giving matchups in their caliber and their range and their time frame, and it's making sense because, like, some of the people they got the potential to really go. So I feel what you're saying, but he's definitely, you know what I'm saying, training his flock. He's definitely doing that.
No, well, that's good. You know what I'm saying? I used to, you know what I'm saying, you know, as far as him as a battler, you know what I'm saying, had my, you know, my opinions about him as a battler, you know what I'm saying. He's progressed. But, I peeped a lot of, you know, things and what he's doing down, you know, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good to where you reside, regardless to step out and to create. That word create is very important. Create, you know what I'm saying, something for himself, you know what I'm saying, and then to actually put people on top of creating something for yourself to generate income and still keep the culture relevant. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that has done that. So, okay, we talked about the Remedy ad battle. I want to talk about being that we females and Kevin's the male. I want to talk about the Rock C3 battle. Did you watch? Did you watch that battle?
Did you watch that battle?
Yeah, I watched it.
I just want to say, I understand that you got to get your point across. But if he would have called her one more bitch, I would have smacked the shit out of him through the screen. Because I was just like, how many bitches do she got? I mean, I see a funky bitch, a fat bitch, a smelly bitch, a dyke bitch. Everything got to be a bitch, though. But the crowd was reacting to it, so I guess he what he wanted. I mean, he disrespected her on so many levels. It was just ridiculous. He had bars, but they were highly disrespectful. There's no other way for me to explain that.
Hey,
right.
But do you feel like that? Do you feel like that because it was a chick? Because, I mean, that's what battle rap is. If two niggas up there
I just felt that way because he usually has better bars, and I felt like he could have did more with his in-between time and his lines than bitch. That's all. Like, there's other ways he could have hit her. He could have used other derogatory words. He has a big vocabulary, so when he uses bitch over 100 times in 3 rounds, it makes me feel like he was using that as filler and pauses for crowd reaction. And me, for a fan, I don't like that.
Oh, okay. For me, Kev, go ahead.
No, she broke it down. I was just going to say to everybody that's listening to shit, that's how you watch a battle. Like, it was just no holds barred. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this filler. Like, that's how you watch battle. That's what real fans are. I'm just going to keep reiterating that. Like, it don't make sense. Like, if you don't sound like this when you talk about battle rap, don't talk about it. Go do your homework.
Right.
Homework time. Hashtag homework. Hashtag homework. That's what we doing, man. We got to get it together, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, for me, okay, I agree. I think that a blueprint for a male versus female battle that people should watch, O-Red versus Miss Hustle. Now, O-Red, you know what I'm saying, he killed it. Excuse me. Alex, excuse me. Miss Hustle, that was a good battle. Miss Hustle did her thing, but O-Red kind of like dismantled, but he didn't go the disrespectful route per se. He said bitch maybe once or twice. O-Red bars, you know what I'm saying, just the way he put his bars together, and then just the way that, you know what I'm saying, the whole Adam and Eve thing, to me, that is, you know what I'm saying, that's how, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to battle a female, you know, he came with bars as if it was somebody else, you know what I'm saying? He stayed away from the disrespect and just broke them down bar-wise. So, but the battle with Rock and C3, I thought it was a typical, battle that kind of catered to Queen of the Ring crowd for me. I think C3 had her bars, you know what I'm saying? C3 did her thing. For me, it was an awkward battle to judge because, like, all I did was tweet one thing. I'm like, his first round was like, wow, put mad eyes, like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I look at it as Tay-Rock, he disrespectful like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, the fuck was wrong? He talks shit to whoever he battled. You know what I'm saying? But, he said bitch mad times, so he did. But for me, it was just awkward. It was awkward to watch because of, I think, just that. But, it was typical Tay-Rock. He's like that, typical Tay-Rock. I think C3 wordplay is crazy. I think her freestyle is nice. I liked it. It was okay for me. It was all right.
Okay, I didn't dislike the battle because of it. I felt like, just one too many bitches. That's all I can say. Yeah, what it's going to be when a man's talking to a female, all the disrespectful shit that he could ever want to say to any female, he going to say it to you. I get that, but just for my liking, a few more bars in between, a few less bitches. I probably wouldn't have said nothing. And we just keep it moving. Was the battle everything? Yes. Mm-hmm. Do I think that? And this is where I can ask you a question, if you don't mind, Queen.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about how his energy resonated in the Queen of the Ring crowd? Because while C3 definitely had, you know, she had momentum behind her. When Tay-Rock was speaking, like, it was very few times when he started back where they ain't shut up and let him go. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That crowd control without him saying calm down was kind of heavy in the building. Like, it was like people respecting.
Right. I totally agree. I think that was, you know, due to, you know what I'm saying, like you called the disrespect. Like, he came there not to play. But see, one thing about him that I do like, and if you listen to what he was saying, the crowd, was some people in the crowd that was like, fuck that nigga, or kill that nigga, you know what I'm saying, and you heard that. But then when they was banging on the ring, he was like, in regards to that, he was like, I like what y'all doing. I like that shit. He said, well, they don't do that over at the URL. I like that. Keep doing that. When they was banging on the ring. So, you know, he was acknowledging his environment, his surroundings, which I respect. You know what I'm saying? But in regards to just, you know, the crowd control, like, a lot of people was there to see him, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But like I said, him, you know, it was, to me, typical Tay-Rock. I think that he, like you said, the bars, you know, could have been, you know what I'm saying, like, you have a lot of these battlers now that write for reaction. That's it. They only writing for reaction instead of writing for the dub. Because you got people like these new fans that's giving niggas battles based on a haymaker or two or a couple of bars instead of, you got to win. And I say this shit on every fucking show. You got to dominate the round for me to get the round for me. You're not getting a round for me off no haymaker or a couple of bars. You got to dominate the whole round. Your round, if you're going to get a round for me, got to be well-rounded, and you got to be strong throughout the round. I'm not just giving you, you said this and that. I call him Charms because he a sucker, and I'm giving you that round. Fuck out of here. I ain't giving you that shit. Like, you have to come with a round of everything for me to get the, you know, the dub. So you got a lot of niggas who write their rounds now, if they write them at all, just they writing to get a reaction out the crowd. Like, they pulling from a social media, you know, some shit that's trending on social media. You know what I'm saying, to get the, you know what I'm saying, to get the crowd reaction, to get the big reaction, and then, if I get the big reaction, they'll give me the round. You know what I'm saying? And that's some shit I'm not having.
I feel you. So you agreed with the judging of the battles when it came to that team versus team?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. I respect that. I feel you, though. I feel it's too many people getting props, or for too many people that don't know what they judging. It's not a classic because, you know, your crew in the building or some of the crowd reacted to it. It's a classic when you play it so many times and you're not sick of it. That's a classic.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You feel like hearing some bars and just be like, oh, I know a battle I'm about to go watch.
Right.
That's a classic. Just sitting there like, damn, I need to hear some fire bars, man. Who got one? And go straight to that motherfucker and be like, yep.
Right.
And Battle Rap got plenty of those. For people who've been following and know what's going on, Battle Rap got plenty of them.
Right.
So.
Yeah, like Chillin' JC. I watched that battle a lot. I watched that battle a lot. You know, I watched Hollow and Big T. I'm a vintage smack URL. I'm a vintage king of the dot. Watcher. I'm a vintage. I like grind time battles, but I'm a vintage, definitely a old battle watcher. Like, I watch new battles, you know what I'm saying, to be fair, you know what I'm saying, to just hope that it recaptures something. You know what I'm saying? Even though battle rap should evolve, but it still should be, for me, kind of the same essence of, and like Kev, you say the word return to essence. I use the word essence all the time. You know, it's still missing. So, Queen, how do you feel about the whole performance over bars thing? How do you feel about people judging battles based only on performance or who was the better performer? I see that word on my timeline. I be blocking niggas because of that. Facts. So you saying performance, you're getting the fuck off my timeline today. Get the fuck out of here.
You play no game. Well, first, can you repeat the question?
Oh, the question is the performance over bars. How do you feel about just that whole concept?
Well, it never depends. I don't think there can be performance over bars. I think that performance should be ranged in for what you're looking for to complete a battle. Performance does not mean, though, that you have to get theatrical. It doesn't mean you have to go and dress up. That doesn't mean, that's not what performance means. I feel like performance is what you're able to give the camera and the crowd while you're giving that person their bars. Growing up and doing theater, you know what I'm saying, I was a little theater brat. You had to always be able to serve your crowd, serve your audience, no matter what. No matter what you was saying, what you was doing, or who you was talking to, you had to serve your audience. Because at the end of the day, while crowd reaction is not how you win, crowd reaction can keep you afloat and have you motivated and have you kill a nigga too. So it just depends on how you come in. If you don't have bars, there's no way that your performance should give you a win. When John told Mr. Wavy, that bar wasn't hot. It was just the fact that you moved with it that made it make sense. He said something like that to that reference. You know what I'm saying? And it was the truth, because when you took the performance from it, it was just a line about a zombie walking, and it wasn't that hard. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way that no one with any real love of the situation, love of the sport, would be like, yeah, that performance killed his bars. You're not coming here just for the show. The show is part of the bars. Your bars are supposed to be the vision when you sit. Like, this is supposed to be the art of storytelling. Now, you got shit talking and all that to do in there too, but you're supposed to give the vision when you open your mouth. Like, you shouldn't have to, some things you shouldn't have to spell out. Like, some guys spell things out that don't have no business getting spelled out. Like, that was not a bar when you said it, and it made sense. And it can be a bar because you slowed it down and said it like the A, B, C, D. Right. It's not hot, G. It's not.
Girl, yeah,
So, never performance over. It can't be performance over bars. But let me say this: you can't have bars and not have no stage presence, which is performance. So you can have all the bars you want, but if you ain't got no aggression behind it, if you ain't got, I ain't seen you gotta dance and do the wop and none of that. You ain't gotta do the steamly and hang in the air, nothing. But you can definitely show me that you mean what you're talking about. Do you believe a motherfucker sitting down screaming at you? No.
No. Right. See, that's the thing. You know, the concept has become out of control. Like, you know, literally on the timeline, throwing the word performance. Oh, he performed better. He performed better. At the end of the day, like we all agree about the bars. But at the end of the day, I come from an era where it wasn't about none of that. It was about, niggas just spit bars in a cipher, and niggas, tailor their own style. It wasn't about overperforming. It was about, who was the better MC. You understand what I'm saying? Performance has to be incorporated stage presence for the sake of the camera only. For me, I can listen to audio battles for the rest of my life. Fuck looking at what a nigga look like. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas is ugly anyway. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what a nigga look like. I'd rather listen to the audio because at the end of the day, I can formulate my own vision of what I'm hearing literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do want to believe or have some type of believability in you, but not over-believing you to where I don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be over-performing, so I'm like, I call this shit, Kev know this, I call this shit, you need more people bars because I don't believe you, nigga. Like, you doing too much in the battle. You doing too much. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a perfect balance, and there's a very few of these MCs who do that. Like, Cortez is one well-rounded, one of the best well-rounded and sharpest, I feel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these it's a lot of new cats and a lot of old cats, and I'm going to put them in the same category because a lot of these fans and people that support come from, I'm an 80s baby because people get that term mixed up. I wasn't born in the 80s, but the 80s culture and hip-hop raised me, music raised me. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about. So, you got a lot of people who are Generation X, they call them, born in raised in the 2000s or, you know, the 90s, to where they used to that setup line, that Jadakiss bar scale, fab, where they get the punchline real quick, and they love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they want the punchline so fast, you know, the setup don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It could be whack, but the punchline hit is like, ooh, because they used to hearing that on the radio from your Kisses, your Fab, you know what I'm saying, your Mace, you know, niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then now you bringing that, what you're accustomed to, into battle rap, but it's so many different styles that have come before them niggas. You understand what I'm saying? So now it's like, all right, you trying to force your preference.
Let's keep it real and tell the truth. Like, people are afraid to have certain people as their favorites because they're not preference. They're not the number ones. They're not those people. There's so many people that to jump to people's whims. If you just told, okay, for instance, if you just told me Arsenal got killed 2 weeks ago, you ain't going to tell me Arsenal didn't body somebody a week later, but you feel like he won the battle. How can you? You can't do it. Was Arsenal as good as your last battle? Okay, so I'm not saying that. Don't nobody say that SheLuvBattlRap said that Arsenal got killed nowhere, because I don't want him to show up to, once again, he here and all of that. No.
Now, he be blocking niggas for nothing, man. Go ahead with that. He be blocking niggas for nothing. It is what it is. You speak your mind on here. Ain't no filler here. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Speak your mind on here. This is our platform. Kev, you mad quiet. Kev, you mad ancient quiet. What's good?
What up? I don't gotta. Y'all doing y'all thing tonight. I ain't gotta say much. Anything. We just said this. Anything that's understood don't have to be explained. I don't have to say much. You know what I'm saying? Y'all killing this shit tonight. So continue. Carry on.
Carry on. Well, you know what I'm saying? So you would have to think that, okay, maybe he just has to make up for that last battle, so he would have to come in and body a nigga. I have a problem with MCs that don't feel like after they take an L, they got to come back and how many battles you take? You should come back nah, B.
What's crazy is half these battle rappers don't think they lose. Like, that shit, this shit is like, it's half of them don't think they lose these battles. Like, oh, I cooked that nigga. Then when the footage come out, it'd be like, your stove wasn't even on, nigga. How did you cook him? Like, it's niggas who it's crazy. Niggas do not think they lose. It's so many niggas. Oh, I bodied him. Oh yeah, that was 3-0. He might have got around, and then the footage come out, nigga. You might have got around. Like, wait a minute. So it's the game is fucked up. We just try and bring it back. Battle Rap Media, man. The Bar Dog, fuck with us, man. Subscribe to that YouTube page, too. I didn't say that this episode, but don't think that. Please, subscribe to that YouTube page. You know what I mean?
You know, just go ahead, Kev. Go ahead.
And the Twitter, I was just going to promote the Twitter. We up and moving. You know what I'm saying? The Twitter, too. Follow us on Twitter, man. The Bar Dog. Everything is the Bar Dog. Follow us, please.
Yeah. We doing, it's a big two big interviews, man. Listen, and it's not, and it has nothing to do with battle rap. That's the funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap is the core of the Bar Dog, but you know what I'm saying? We expanding when it comes to, just because, you know, it's people that we, you know, like Queen on the line. You know what I'm saying? She knowledgeable. We on game with the battle rap, but I know music is something that you fuck with too. So, you know, trying to give people a little bit of taste of, you know what I'm saying, interviews with people that actually are nostalgic when it comes to hip hop, big names. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, that's what it is. So yeah, the bar on Twitter is up. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube channel is up. And tonight we building. All right, I'm gonna ask this question. All right, Queen, how do you feel about that Mount Rushmore shit that is going around? How do you even feel about that?
I feel
battle rap Mount Rushmore. Okay,
you don't go up there till you dead, so at least these motherfuckers could be paying homage to the MCs and battle rap that have passed away. if they going to talk about like that. Because, you know, I don't know one president up there, you know what I'm saying, that's living. So I think people should be careful about what they call upon themselves. If we talking about energy and the power of words, like these men got so much power, they don't know that. I don't get into none of that. You know, my top three stays my top three and been my top three for years. And my top five, you know what I'm saying, something, they fluctuate. It's allowed to move around, but my top three don't. But what I want to talk about, put them on Mount Rushmore, they can show me more before I give them that. They still got time. As far as they can find, they ain't done yet. My top three?
Right.
Oh. Excuse me.
Look, I love it.
Okay. This kush though.
You said
number. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. I apologize.
That's fine.
That KK. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Wiz. Anyway.
Y'all and y'all bud issues.
Man, one day, Jesus ain't done. Listen, the energies, the spirits, the Lord, and the gods ain't done with me yet. I'll do what I do then. Number 3, you know, my beloved, Loaded Lux. Number 3. That's my number 3. He's been, I ain't going to say he was always at number 3. No, there was a time that he was number 1, but over time he could never go under number 3 for me. I think that he is one of the most knowledgeable men that speaks. I feel like everything around him flourishes, and he makes sure that happens. That makes him more than godly. You know what I'm saying? So he's my number 3. Number 2, you know, John, if you ain't saying the Don, you ain't saying it right. He's my number 2. He's been my number 2 for mad years since his eyebrows was thin like that. I've number 2.
I'm done.
That ain't no shade. I'm just saying. Brix Belby battling, and he had the fur kufi on, and Brix Belby had on like this jeans.
He went back.
That's my number 2. Like, it's something that will never change. That's how long I've been watching you. So that you can't. For me, there's something that can't do no wrong. That's Lux, John, and my number 1 most favorite is. I don't know how to get to blushing. Like, I don't even know. Like, you know, but my for real DNA, I think he's one of them. I don't care about his losses. He is one of the most hard-working battle rappers, most consistent, and has the most battles in his time. I think that he's off the hook, and freestyling is a basic part that started what battle rapping came from. And the fact that he keeps it so relevant in the culture, I appreciate that. And forever, for as long as he can do it and stay ill, you know what I'm saying? He's number 1. He's been number 1. He's number 1. He's number 1. He's number 1.
Okay, Kev. You know what? I ain't never asked. You know what, Kev? I think the last time I asked Kev this question was like 2 years ago. Kev, your top 3. I already know who you're gonna say. I just want to make sure it's still the same. Kev.
Where Kev? Ooh, Kev done put down the phone.
No, I didn't. I had to. I can't.
What you had to roll
pop up in the background. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You had to roll up too?
I was gonna tell her. No, I'm actually getting ready for work. I gotta go to work tonight. I'm in the process of getting ready. But no, I was saying that I don't really keep a list. Like I did at first, but it's like I'm just a fan of the whole sport now. Like I don't have a favorite. If something is dope, that's just what it is. If somebody killed the nigga, then the other person died. You know what I'm saying? And then the other person get man was. So it's kind of like I stopped doing that because it like when you have favorites, it creates a little bit of bias, whether you know it or not. Just like she said, them 3 can't do no wrong, no matter about their loss or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's right.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? So it's I kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just try to keep a level head about it, man. I don't want to create no bias, so I just try to be a fan of the sport, and whoever do their thing, I don't have a problem with telling a nigga that you killed that shit. And I don't have a problem with telling somebody you got your ass body. So,
right. I'm the same way. For me, I don't have, people be like, for some reason it's a lot of disdain or confusion about just, me and, my choices. I have a favorite list, and my favorite is also my top three. Or top five. A top five is I stretch it a little bit, like as far as my top three MCs. I only have two top favorite MCs that of all time, and that's Nas and Rakim. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna change. Ain't nobody gonna shoot me, and it's gonna make me change my mind. You can take as many limbs as you choose to. It's still gonna be fucking Nas and Rakim. Fuck out of here. But when it comes to battle rap, I have, you have some that are my favorites, top maybe three that are active. You know what I'm saying? But overall, they're not, my top. But my top three, actually, it's only like two, but not top three. Everybody that know Lundy, that know me, know O-Red is my favorite battler. O-Red is my fucking favorite battler. Everybody know that. And it ain't going to change. But
nope.
GOAT, like I said, I don't care. At first I was like, I thought it was some type of, Samson cut his hair off and lost his power type thing, but nah, O-Red still O-Red. I love O-Red. You know that.
Okay.
Number two, it's not no order for me. As far as my favorite, Cortez. Fuck that. Cortez is like, and as of recent, even just, I've been riding with Cortez, like I said, since way back. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that he's getting better with age, Cortez. But Howard the Dawn is my number one overall. He's the GOAT right now. You know what I'm saying? He's the epitome of what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? In any sport, you might start off running a relay. You know what I'm saying? And then you wind up, you know what I'm saying, winning gold medal topic. Howard the Dawn is the GOAT of battle rap. He's strategic in his choosing of battles. Every battle he's had since he's come back, has been chosen right. It's been epic and important and one of the biggest battles. He's about to battle again, Pat Stay again, because of how the battle in London was fire. It was just the time was like, huh? It was like, you go to the bathroom to go get a cup of water to take a pill, you come back, it's done. I'm like, huh? What the fuck is this shit? So he got to battle Pat again. You know what I'm saying? With the right time allotment to get them 3 rounds off completely. So, it was a conversation about Hollow in regards to him having to battle Mooka Disaster. I had a conversation with somebody I care very much about that. Hollow got to battle these niggas. Because he's already established that he is the GOAT. For him, if it's not going to benefit him, the fans and him, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? So him battling Disaster, for me, Disaster is a legend. I fucking love Disaster. He's a legend, and I just think that, in order for somebody, for Hollow to battle either him or Mook, it would have to be something he gaining out of it. It's not. It's just some niggas that's on his resume. Kind of like DNA battling Verb. Why y'all niggas want to see DNA battle Verb? Why? Verb ain't been relevant since K-Shine killed him. Fuck that. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And it would be DNA Verb on his resume. That's it. Verb is not in a position where he tops it with DNA. Got to battle with him to say he's better than him. He already better than him. Like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Verb got to work, though. Verb trying to get something, so he got to work for it. You know what I mean? Like, you call a nigga like, you trying to battle Luck, so you call a nigga like Luck out, you gotta nigga, you gotta at least go 5-0 before Luck even.
Right.
And then your next 5 battles, you gotta go 5. And just because everybody was talking about their favorites, I am a Verb fan. Just for everybody who hates Verb and all the New York people that don't like him, I do fuck with him. So when Lundy throws shots, it really don't bother me. Because that's my dog, you know what I'm saying? And I know how she feel about him. And I didn't say much about the double impact, but shout out, I heard that Ice Pack Ill was back and looking real good, man. And they said Lundy, Lundy got an exclusive with that boy Young Ill. So y'all, look, fuck with us. I'm tired of. I'm not gonna do no more of this explaining to y'all, man. We got exclusives with all this fire shit y'all want to hear and see. We talk to these people, man. You know what I mean? And they said Ice Pack is back. He looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out
Young
to
Ill.
You know what I mean?
So, shout out to Young Ill. I love Young Ill. He definitely gave me that exclusive. You know, and he don't do interviews, but. This is why Mr. I'm in the building need to be on the line because he got the kite. He the plug right now with what happened this weekend. Let's talk briefly about that too, real quick. Let me see how much time we got. Okay, we got time. In regards to how do we feel about what transpired as far as that scuffle, fiasco, whatever you want to call it, and another black eye. You know what I'm saying, to a URL event, because that's what the fuck it is for me. You might have people who might have flown in just to see, you know what I'm saying, a particular team rock and surf, because I heard they was getting it in. I heard they was spazzing, wigging, cooking, fucking doing anything, and then that. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all opinions about that? Queen, I'm going to start with you, because you the guest.
Before I say anything, I'd like to say that I support NWX and I love them as a group and a team. And he is my number one battle rapper, but after I get done saying that, I'm going to say this. I think it's real fucked up. I think it's fucked up when vets act like rookies. That's just the reality. I feel like the last thing you should do is put yourself or your teammate in a situation that niggas ain't trying to be in. Because if you trying to keep it wrapped, then keep it wrapped. Because at any time, niggas got too much money and catch too many flights and be too many places to see each other if they really want to see each other. It will not take coming on that stage in front of those fans and being on some other hip shit. Battle rap is not for that. You know, make a web series and do that there. When you come to give the people the bars, come for the bars. Don't get an event shut down. If I would have flown from Ohio to New York and the event got shut down, I would have been tight. I don't give a damn that I'm from Astoria.
Right.
I don't give a damn that I'm from.
Talk that queen shit.
I don't care. I think it would be foul, but then at the end of the day, it was like you will get, you know what I'm saying, you get what you came here for. I'm not going to, who wants to invest into a situation like that and not sure if men going to be men on that stage?
Right. I agree.
Period. Like, that's really, and that's all I have to say about that. Shout out to NWX, shout out my nigga.
Man, I think, I don't know, like you said, a black eye, man. It's just, niggas be forgetting that they be doing blogs for battle rap. That y'all do this shit for battle rap. Like, if this is y'all, like how these niggas get in depth about, oh, somebody taking food out of my mouth, or I'm just trying to feed my daughter, or I'm just trying to do this and do that when somebody else posed a so-called blocker battle. How in the fuck do you jeopardize your own money? How you ain't in control of your own actions? And, like, if you really want to get at a nigga, it's a time and place for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking up a whole lot of business, bro. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it's up to smack them on what they gonna do. You know what I mean? They got to stop this shit, though. It's bad for the culture, man. Like, it's everybody else can have an event and don't have bullshit like this pop off. Why y'all the only league that y'all supposed to be the Godfathers or the Super Bowl of this shit, and y'all the only ones having these issues like that. They gotta address it. They gotta address it. It's fucking everything up, man. Like, I'm not tuning in for that shit. Like, you know what I mean? You catch me and be like, oh, K-Shine did this, and I'm not a K-Shine fan. That's first of all. You know what I'm saying? So if you do something fucked up, then if I really don't want to see it. Like, you know what I mean? It's too many people that got their time invested, money invested, and different type of shit that, like she said, people flying in from different, you know what I'm saying, places, and it's too much involved to be jeopardizing shit like that, man. And, like, the battle rappers need to start thinking that consumers pay your bills, man. Like, these YouTube checks and these views and all this shit, the money that, and I ain't saying URL don't got money, but, like, if it's not for us, this shit don't flourish like it do. So if you keep pulling shit like this, you killing the value to your own product. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna be able to put that shit out. So They gotta
right.
fix that.
Well, for me, how long we got? Because I got an editorial for the end of the show. I love the fact that Queen came on and a beautiful person inside and out. Knowledgeable. I support everything that she do. Everything, whatever you need from over here at the bar, you got that. It definitely was an honor. You're gonna come on more shows because it's gonna be definitely some people that, you know what I'm saying, we interviewing that you're going to want to come on, and I'm going to want you to come on and build just because of the fact that you know what it is you're talking about. But I'm going to just build on about the event, and then I'm going to go into the editorial real quick, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk my shit, All right. Now, as far as that event, this is the first time that it's something like this, has happened. Like, the fact about people, you can't recapture a moment. You know what I'm saying? You could reschedule the same thing that happened with the whole the K-Shine situation with them. That was, in actuality, that was Steams and Chess. That was their first moment. That was a big moment for them, and it was their first moment. You can't recapture that. I don't give a fuck how many times you reschedule it. You can't recapture that. You understand what I'm saying? So the same thing with Rock and Surf. This is our first time seeing them. This ain't the first time we've seen DNA K-Shine. This is the first time we've seen Rock and Surf. So they can't recapture that. They could do their thing again, but that very first moment with them being, first projected as a team, you know what I'm saying, and then having to recapture that, and then it's a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? For me, I think they booked the battle too soon. It was too much tension. Niggas was talking shit just 2 or 3 days before. Then, it was never no sit down or never no, I don't mean, just from what I know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know if there was a sit-down or where they asked niggas, you think it should have been something in the contract that states that, like, Goods had a contract where you couldn't talk about his daughter. Math had one where you couldn't talk about his daughter. Set some shit up like that to where the fans won't get disappointed and won't be having no rebooking or anything. So that's just my, my take on that. People flying in from West Bubblefuck to come in and then, you know what I'm saying, they don't get to see the battle. Then y'all don't give them their money back. Fuck out of here. At least with Syndicate Cartel, when DNA and Danger Zone ain't happened, they had the battle the next day in Southside, and it was free. You know what I'm saying? Have some type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You just disregard when they speaking about rebooking the battle. What's going on with that? So for me, you got a lot of people that be on the timeline saying that they ain't fucking with none of them events no more based off of just that particular issue. So they need to clean that up and get that shit in order. I've been stopped fucking like entertaining that after the Armageddon shit where they wasn't honoring my ticket at Gramercy from Webster Hall. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Want me to pay at the door when I done already paid? Like, huh? Where is that? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? So just on that note, it's a lot of things on the back end. You know what I'm saying, and that need to be handled, and then it'll trickle over into, you know what I'm saying, everybody being at least satisfied or some type of, you know what I'm saying, satisfaction. So that's, what I have to say about that. Queen, I want you to say it was an honor having you on. I want you to say, plug whatever you need to plug, say whatever you need to say in regards to, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to say. The floor is yours right now. How long we got? Go ahead, Queen.
I like to make things short and quick. First and foremost, stay blessed and stay focused on whatever you got going. Time don't wait for nobody. You need to do money, so go get both of them, make it worth it. You can follow me at SheLuvBattlRap on Twitter, Miss New York 1 on my Instagram, and I can give my full name. But if you follow those 2 pages, you'll get to my Facebook. All 3 of them hold 3 separate types of content, you know what I'm saying? So it's something for everybody. So just enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Check me out.
Yes. Thank you, Queen. It was an honor. Everybody listen to what she says. Follow everything that she says. She got a brand. She's positive, humble, knows what she's talking about. And she's from Queens first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? And, just a lovely person inside and out. I love and support everything that she do. She, you know what I'm saying? She got the support of the bars on everything over here. Kev, you always close the show out. So, Queen, you don't have to hang up if you don't want to. I'm not going to, want you to hang up. But there's some things I want to address now. I got 10 minutes. And, Kev, no, I'm not going to, I'm in a good place.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
All right. Now, first and foremost,
Uh-oh.
we Be original. I say this, the hashtag or the words we working over here. We've been working. When I was doing the bar, I've been working. We've been working over here. All right? Now, I got something to say to a lot of y'all bitch-ass niggas on that motherfucking timeline. All right, check this out. First of all, if you're not at it in the motherfucking tweet, don't retweet it just to talk shit behind it. I just got a kite. The nigga Taylor made. You a bitch-ass nigga. We don't care that you don't want to. I don't want you to call up here and listen to my show. You ain't been fucking doing it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we don't speak on you. Don't speak on the bar dog. We don't give a fuck about your view. We don't give a fuck about your listen. We don't give a fuck about your anal ass shit you got to say. You one of them niggas that I would slap in the street because you pussy. All right? I'm tired of these niggas on the timeline. You know, it's so much disdain and hate for women. Niggas that don't know. You know, I get on the timeline and I talk what it is that I'm the same way off cam. And people that know me know this. The same way on cam I am off cam. I try to be positive. It's about me and my kids. It's about what I got going on. It's about my life. And it's also about music. You know what I'm saying? And what I like to do is discuss battle rap and support good people in this. I don't got time for niggas who's weirdos. A lot of y'all niggas is married, but y'all in a bitch inbox. Fuck out of here. Word. Like, yo, check this out. We don't want your support, yo. We don't give a fuck if you listen to the bar or not, because we still going to do numbers, and I'm going to still be the plug to book interviews and niggas that got names and females that got names. So at the end of the day, that shit don't amount to weight to nothing. We don't give a fuck. Word. If you're not at it in the tweet, or you retweeting it to be petty, it's just going to get me to bark on you. And I don't give a fuck if you see it or not. But I'm barking on you on air, and I just called your name out on air. That goes for that nigga Maj and the rest of y'all corny-ass niggas. Y'all niggas is corny. And, yeah, I fucking said it, and I don't give a fuck who don't like it. Word. Like, yo, grown men on the timeline. So much disdain for women is out of control. Your mamas ain't raised y'all right. Y'all was either raised by a cussy or one of your fucking siblings. Because at the end of the day, if you had any kind of respect for women, you would not say anything. Your mama should have told you, if you ain't got nothing nice to say about somebody, don't say shit. I'm not an instigator. I'm a reactor. And I'm reacting now because enough is enough. Niggas been on my fucking dick for 3 and 4 years. Why? I don't speak on y'all. Y'all niggas don't cut my checks. All y'all do is tweet bullshit. Bullshit. Y'all at these events with y'all flat sneakers, no style, but got all this shit to say about women and about battle rappers. At the end of the day, find your life, because mine don't revolve around y'all. But it seems like every time I turn around, it's a grown motherfucking man with my name in their mouth. But would never come to New York to say some shit like that to my face. So check this out. I don't have to say anything to y'all. I got an uncle, another uncle, and a nephew for that. And a brother. So, like I said, I don't talk about y'all. That other show and network, I don't fucking talk about y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all neither. But the next time I get a kite about somebody talking about me, it's going to be one of my motherfucking peoples in your inbox asking you where your coordinates is at. And yes, this is a motherfucking kite on air. I don't care. Keep my name out your mouth. I don't speak on y'all. Word. And that's it. Like I said, we over here at the bar, there's no filler over here. I have my shit, what I say. And I don't apologize for it. I support every man and woman out here that's doing what it is that they love to do. It should be no inertia, yo. Inertia is not necessary. Let people's energy flow. We don't need blockage. Let people do what they do. Let women be who they are. Why are you worried about a chick's hair? Why are you worried about that? Tweet some of the pictures of the bitches y'all fuck with. Then talk. But now y'all not doing that. Because y'all fucking with bitches that look like the bitch that shot Selena and shit like that. Fuck out of here. Word. At the end of the day, I love everybody who supports, you know what I'm saying, just good artistry, good battles, good media. Over at Queen that's on the line now, they positive. That's why I embrace them. That's why I got mad love for them. Because in all actuality, she created her own brand. You know what I'm saying? Her co-star, they doing good things. They not out here being on this coonery shit. So salute to y'all and salute to everybody who I've ever interacted with that's still on their wave. Everybody else, y'all can, keep. That's all I'm going to say. But on that note, the Bardar YouTube channel is up. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot more shit coming. You know what I'm saying? I do shows, you know what I'm saying? I work 12, 14-hour days, so I'm up now and I got to be at work early. So I'm doing this because I wanted Queen on because I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Kev, my partner, we do shows, but we got 2 big interviews coming up. So y'all stay tuned for that. The Bardar Twitter page, that's the promotional page. You're going to see all my old interviews up. Y'all going to be like, damn, she interviewed everybody. So, you know, check out for that. check out for cross promotion. You know what I'm saying? SheLuvBattlRap, that's a trademark. Trademark that. You know what I'm saying? And what they got going on over there. Shout out to just everybody. You know what I'm saying? That I fuck with and I got love for. Real talk. Kev, you can close out if you want. You know how we do.
Man, she just went the fuck off on somebody. I ain't even.
No, I called. No, it wasn't somebody. I called niggas' names out. Yeah, I called niggas' names out.
I don't know the nigga. I'm just saying, God damn, she was on. It
was more than one.
I mean,
nah. Listen, I bite my tongue
every week. This is how we end the show every week. We have a good show and then shit just go boom. It'd be like fuck. But,
that was good. That was good and that was needed. And I don't care who like it.
Oh, I ain't against it. I'm on the ball though. So you feel me? Y'all like you said, YouTube page up, subscribe to that shit, you know what I mean? The Twitter page is popping. You know what I mean? Follow me on Facebook at Kev Battle, the Twitter 1000YM_Oakland. And get at us, man. Hashtag we been working. We out here getting this shit, man. She said stay tuned. And we actually discussed the format the other day, so we got some shit coming for y'all, man. Y'all don't fuck with us. Don't even worry about it. I'm not stressing it. So, you know what I mean? Y'all know what it is with us, man. The Bardar, man. We here, man. Formula 51 in the building, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rock with us if you don't, fuck you, man.
All right. And one last thing, Formula 51, it was an honor to have you on, Queen. Anytime. You know how we do. I got mad love for you. You are on your way. You're so knowledgeable and humble. I fucks with you and got love for you. And I can't wait for you to come to New York.
I'm trying to make it before my birthday, I promise.
All right. This episode will be on YouTube. It'll be up sometime tomorrow. So look out for that, everybody. And thank everybody that tuned in tonight. It's mad people on the line. Sorry. Love to my bestie. I love you. All right, everybody. Good night.
100. See y'all, man. All right.
All right.